Meanwhile, according to newly released documents, former Attorney General Loretta Lynch used the name Elizabeth Carlisle as an alias for her official Justice Department email. So why do you think Lynch used an alias, Lawrence?
Well, it's clearly some shady business happening. It is said that in those emails, as I was reading, they were planning a strategy to deal with this issue. But this goes back to the whole obstruction of justice. Why is the media, why is people in Congress, members of Congress, so focused on obstruction when it came to President Trump, when we have legitimate evidence of obstruction? She told Comey to refer it to as a matter, which is the same verbiage the Clinton campaign used. So the question is, why isn't there any investigations into this?
Wow. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking down to see what the latest tweets coming out of the president are this morning, obviously addressing all the problems involving North Korea. Obamacare he's tweeting about. He says, I'll be holding a major briefing on the opioid crisis, a major problem for our country, today at 3 p.m. in Bedminster, New Jersey, where, of course, he's on a working vacation for 17 days. Lawrence, I'm sorry, I'm getting to this while we're on the air. Also talking about failing countries are coming together to finally address the dangers posed by North Korea. We must be tough and decisive was his latest tweet. Let's, Lawrence Jones, just look at this administration right now. The White House, obviously we're in recess right now, and the president's taking this working vacation. What happens when everybody returns?
I'm not sure. You know, I've been very disappointed, Sandra. There was an agenda set. Many conservatives and libertarians like me expected more to happen as it relates to Congress. You know, I'll give the president some flexibility when it comes to the legislative agenda. But for a Republican Party that promised 8 years to deliver on tax reform, on health care, on immigration, and another host of issues, for them to not deliver. Remember, when it comes to immigration, that's President Trump enforcing policies. It's not them actually passing standards. Congress hasn't been doing their job. The Senate has not been doing their job. And I wonder, will this vacation wake them up? I think it's pretty insulting to many Americans that don't get to take a vacation when they don't get their job done. And so why did they go out and take a vacation? They should be in Washington getting something done to take back to the American people and say, hey, I did this. Instead, they're getting ready to get hammered in town halls because they have nothing to bring back the American voter.
Yeah, I was going to say, how does the Republican Party kind of sell itself to voters? They're heading home for recess, but we're also looking ahead to the midterm elections, which usually are used to hold lawmakers accountable. I mean, do you think that we'll see people express their disappointment in the party with votes, or do you think by then they might have some legislative accomplishments to tout?
Well, I think they will express their concerns with their vote. I mean, I'm already starting to get emails about re-elections and the campaign donations. I'm like, I'm not giving you guys a dime. You haven't done anything to receive any money, okay? So bring me something, then maybe I'll write you a check.
What would be the next major win for you, Lawrence Jones? What would make you happy?
I think when it comes to the American people, you got to feel something. That means tax reform. Let me have more of my money. Let me keep my family in check by making sure that I keep my dollars and getting health care reform done. But if he can deliver on one of those, I think that gives him a little flexibility for the rest of the year.
All right, Lawrence Jones, really nice to have you here bright and early. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Sandra.
All right.